program, and every now and then we get to talk about one of the cooler things that goes on in town. We first introduced you to 100 Men on a Mission a couple of years ago because what they do is really neat, and Stivers Ford Lincoln is downright proud to salute these guys every time they do something this neat.
That's right. So once again, we want to introduce some very special friends with us and learn what 100 Men on a Mission actually means here in our community.
Mike Schneider is joining us, as he has in the past. And first of all, explain, before we introduce our guest, explain what 100 Men on a Mission is.
You bet. 100 Men on a Mission is just a group of guys who want to make a difference here in our community. We gather once a quarter, 4 times a year. We try to get 100 men to come together and or pledge to contribute $100 to one of 3 charities or causes that we hear about at our quarterly meetings. And so in our May meeting, a bunch of guys get together. We hear 3 short presentations, 5-minute presentations.
Okay, so each one of these organizations that you guys have singled out, you have 3 of them. They come in and they make a presentation in front of all you folks.
They don't themselves. It's actually one of the 100 men.
One of the 100 men make the presentation.
They do. We don't do any multimedia. It's very low key. It's just from the heart, and really the ones that are the most passionate about their cause usually are the ones that rise up because they just, they speak from their heart. We can tell that there's a great need, and so we hear 3 quick 5-minute presentations. There's question and answer for a total of 30 minutes, and inside of 1 hour's time, we're raising $10,000 to give to a very worthy charity or cause.
You do the math, 100 times 100.
It's a simple idea that's making a great thing happen for many local charities. And this quarter, you guys have picked out...
We did, FCA.
The one that's sitting next to me this morning. So introduce our friend this morning.
You bet. This is Dave Turnball, and one of our 100 men, named by Scott, put his name in the hat. He was drawn and presented on behalf of FCA, and voila, the men voted for FCA, and Dave's here today to be the recipient of a nice gift, I hope.
So tell us what this gift will do for the FCA.
Well, we began a food rescuing and presentation program in January as a result of a relationship with Quick Trip. And what we needed was a refrigerated vehicle in order to make this happen. They were really disposing of food items that they were unsold every night. And we knew from meeting with the coaches in the urban area of Des Moines that one of the top issues on their list was to feed their students and feed their student athletes. They weren't sure what they were getting at home a lot of times, and they were hungry all the time. So we had a connection with them. There was a need. We just needed to make it happen. We didn't have a truck, but we found a truck in Colorado through a source, and we bought it with funds that we didn't have because we just knew that it was too good of an opportunity to pass up. And so we developed a program with that. We rescue the food every day. We deliver Monday through Fridays to the Des Moines 5 public schools, and on the weekends to other ministry opportunities in the city.
Now, what kind of truck did you guys go retrieve from Colorado?
Well, it's actually it's a Chevy 2009 Chevy Silverado with what looks like a camper on the back. That's a refrigeration unit.
Okay.
We plug it in, it cools it down. It has to be between 33 and 41 degrees to keep the food fresh. And we got it. We plug it in, and of course the first 2 months we never had to use the cooler because in Iowa, it's cold enough we never had to worry about it.
Now, what kind of foods from QT are you throwing in the back of there? What kind of items?
Primarily deli sandwiches, but we also have a number of desserts and some round salad bowls, and we average 300 to 350 food items every day.
Every day?
Every day.
And is this the main mission for Fellowship of Christian Athletes, is making sure athletes get fed and people get what they need?
In my 30 years on staff with FCA, I never realized they'd be in the food ministry business, but our job is to serve coaches and to figure out what we can do to help them. And in the city right now, food was a huge issue.
That was a big one.
And in Polk County, it's a huge issue. It's way bigger than I ever thought of.
So when do you guys go around? This is fascinating. When do you guys go around with your truck and collect all the things they're not going to use anymore from these places?
Well, we're really blessed that Quick Trip, in their generosity, they do that for us. They bring fresh deli sandwiches every night to all of their stores, and then they collect the ones unsold. They take it to one store.
They do?
Yes.
That is awful.
That is a game changer.
And
for us.
It's not bad food. It's just they have to constantly be rotating.
That's right.
And that would go to waste unless you guys picked it up and put it to good
They're
use.
like any other retailer. They have to have more on the shelves than they know they're going to sell because they don't want empty shelves.
What a great idea.
Absolutely.
And what a great organization.
Yeah.
And
So we're blessed for
You
that.
could use, I think you could use 10,000 large, couldn't you?
Well, interestingly enough, our truck cost $10,000.
No way.
Yes.
Well, then, you know what I think it's time for? I think it's time for buying a truck. You want to help them buy a truck?
We want to help take care of that truck that you guys already
That's right.
purchased out of the graciousness of your hearts. But yeah, you guys are helping out. You saw the need for this money to go to a great cause, and you guys made that choice this quarter.
We did. At our May meeting, the men just rallied behind the cause. Love the concept, like you said.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before. That's great.
And that's the great thing. We had 2 other presentations that night, similar things that you just, if they're not front page, you just kind of gloss over them. There was a gas can replacement program in honor of a young boy who was burned because of a faulty can. He was starting a fire. And so they've got that program going on. Again, the awareness that is happening too with 100 Men on a Mission is great, because we just keep learning about more and more needs here in our Central Iowa area. It's fantastic.
Well, we know you're going to help out many more causes coming up, but right now we want to help this one right here.
Dave is saying, okay, Mike, yeah, great story. Okay, how about a check? So,
Well, on behalf of 100 Men on a Mission, Dave, and to FCA, here's a check for $10,000, a ceremonial check, of course, and then in my hands here I have the cold hard cash to give you after the show here today.
Nice.
Well, it's a great blessing for us to be able to have this, and it means a lot for us, because it's going to allow us to feed kids day in, day out for years to come. Our board is committed to this program, not just in the short term, but in the long term, and this will go a long ways toward helping us be able to do that.
And
We're
that's
grateful
huge.
to the 100 Men.
well, congratulations.
Wonderful.
You're
That's
doing a great
awesome.
job. Great job. And great job out of you guys.
Thank you
and the
again.
Thank you guys
organization,
for
too.
everything you do.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
so
us
much.
back.
And when's the next time you're doing this?
August 11th, and we'd love to have a lot of your viewing audience come check us out. We meet at Johnny's Holiday Inn out on Mills Civic Parkway in West Des Moines, Iowa. 5 o'clock social half hour, 5:30 to 6:30. We're raising
people can come check out what you do then?
Absolutely. We're
Is
not
that a closed door thing?
No, wide open. Come on in, check us out.
All right,
We'd
well,
love to have
remind
it.
us, have our boss remind us when it is. We might
I will
wanna
do
come out
that.
there, okay?
That'd be great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
much.
It is
Congratulations.
9:40 right now. We'll be right